Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Anstyle TV today. It's been a long time coming, but we're finally here. Also, I want to give a special thanks to Shoe Dazzle. They're our hosted sponsors, and they let us use this fabulous room here at the JUSTFAB headquarters. The first thing we're going to talk about is the Oscars, because yes, we're a few days late, but I feel like the Oscars isn't completely over until I'm done talking about it. I also have a special guest with me today, you guys, and I've never had a special guest. Feels sort of official, kind of like Ellen mixed with Juliana Rancic, because that's sort of like my whole goal in life. My special guest today, and I'm not going to tell you who it is yet, it's going to be a surprise. Am I telling him who it is?
No.
I'm not. It's going to be a surprise.
You're gonna do it.
And then lastly on today's show, we're going to talk about what's hot in pop culture. And I'm going to kind of just go off the fly, so I don't even know what I'm going to talk about yet, but it's going to be funny because when you get on Instagram and get on the Shade Room, it brings up a whirl of emotions. At least it does for me. So today I have a guest here, guys, and we're going to talk all things Coachella, which is going to be really fun because Coachella is right around the corner. My guest is a celebrity stylist also, and he's actually really amazing, and he has on this super cute outfit that I can't wait for you guys to see. And we've actually never met before, even though we kind of travel in the same circles. But here he is, the wonderful, the talented Melvin Styles.
Thanks for having me, doll.
Yeah. Okay, Melvin, so Coachella is right around the corner.
Right.
What are you, when I say Coachella, what do you think of? Like, what is Coachella this year to you?
I think Baychella.
Okay, hands up, that's how I feel too.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. If Beyonce's at Coachella, nothing else matters.
No.
Like, oh yay, The Weeknd, oh yay, SZA, oh yay, Migos, like blah, blah. Beyonce. Watermelon. Is it Baychella, Beachella?
I think it's Bay.
Okay, so we'll call it Baychella moving forward. What is your favorite Coachella look ever?
I mean, isn't it obvious? Like, Rihanna?
Okay,
I mean,
that's funny because honestly, mine too. Like, Rihanna kills Coachella every year.
every year.
But my favorite.
It's the Gucci. It's gotta be the Gucci.
The Gucci,
I mean,
was like neck to toe diamond, studded out with a freaking Gucci tank top and some jean shorts and boots, and she destroyed the world.
She did.
Okay, perfect. So we're on board with Baychella. We're on board with Rihanna being the queen of Coachella until this year, because now it's Beyonce, obviously.
Right.
But now we need to talk a little bit about what do we see as trends for this year's Coachella. And I know, like, Coachella sort of definitely has its own vibe.
Yeah.
It's very, like, bohemian chic, like, whimsical.
Absolutely.
What do you see, like, for this year's fashion? Like, what do you think are the key items?
So key items for me for Coachella would definitely be like denim,
Yes.
lace.
Yes.
There's gonna be a lot of like tribal jewelry.
Yes.
Big hats.
Yes.
Those new shades. I don't know the name of those shades.
I just call them funky.
Funky shades.
Yeah. Funky.
Right, they're dope.
So
Thank
I'm
you so
different
much
things.
for having me. I really
Yes,
appreciate
thank you for coming. It was so good to see you.
And you look so chic and fabulous as always.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks good with your outfit. You can wear it. Just bring it back, dry clean. Thank you. Anyways, so the Oscars were a few days ago, guys, and honestly for me, I know I'm a stylist, but I don't know how this is for you guys, but the Oscars are like blah, blah, blah. For me, it's all about the fashion. Best dress, worst dress for men and women, and see if you guys agree with me or not. So I have two best dressed males because I couldn't really decide. The first best dressed male is Armie Hammer. He looked amazing in his maroon colored tux. It was velvet, and I loved it. You know, a tux is a tux is a tux. Like, I think the way to spice it up is to add some color, and I think he pulled it off. It looked amazing. He still looked very classy, and I loved it. My second best dressed for men was Miguel. He wore a jacket over the shoulder. He was in a beautiful Dolce tux that had velvet detailing, and I thought he looked fabulous. The fit was great, everything was great, and I loved it. For the women, everyone sort of has their own interpretation of like what fabulous looks on the red carpet. And so my two best dressed for women are Zendaya in Giambattista Valley. She looked like a flowing goddess of love. and I love it. And I like the color because a lot of people would have done it in like pink. It was like this really deep brown, and I think it added a lot of strength to the look. So she was my favorite. And then I really loved Taraji P. Henson in the Vera Wang. I thought she was super sexy, but not overtly sexy. She gave us a little leg, she gave us a little shoulder, and she gave me everything that I wanted to see. Now we go into worst dress, and some people are gonna be mad at me, and I'm just gonna say that right now because I know that maybe I'm not gonna say the most politically correct thing right now, and that's just what it is, but I'm strictly speaking about fashion. I am not fucking with the African garb on the Oscars red carpet. I love it for the Black Panther premiere. I thought it was fabulous how everyone showed up in it, and it was beautiful, and it was a nod to the movie, and I loved it. But Chadwick, we have seen it too many times now. We get it. You're the Black Panther. Not for the Oscars red carpet. So he's my worst dressed. And that's just what it is. I just am over it. I'm over the long jacket. I would have loved to see him in maybe something more classic with a spin. I'm just not here for it. I'm done with it. It's great. And my worst dress for women, I am going to go with Tiffany Haddish. Now, I get the messaging behind what she was doing on the carpet, and I can appreciate that, but my actual problem is with the physical dress. There's so many beautiful fabrics and so many beautiful dresses that I've seen within that culture, and I just feel like we could have really wowed them with something a little more special. This looks a little bit pulled together. It looks a little bit not. And that's just how I feel. But I love her. She's really funny. And you know what? This is what I will say. She came to that Vanity Fair party and she rocked them in that Brandon Maxwell dress, and that's what I will say. So Tiffany, we know you can do it. She ready. What did she say? She ready. She ready. Okay, and that's that.
That's it. We're done with it.
We're done with the Oscars, guys, and now we're gonna go into hot topics.
No, we're just done. We're just
okay.
done.